Now at 6, it's going to be another busy day at the airports across the country. We're live at San Diego International with everything you need to know if you're heading out at the door this morning.
And Israel and Hamas strike a deal to release hostages. We have the details of the agreement and who is going home. Plus, there's an infectious disease spreading among dogs right now, and vets don't know what's causing it. Everything we do know about strep zoe.
Another day of warm temperatures across San Diego as those Santa Ana winds die down, but we're going to see a daily cooling trend through the upcoming weekend. You're up with CBS 8.
Good morning, everyone. So happy you're with us here on this Wednesday. Thankful for our viewers here on CBS 8. I'm Eric Connard.
And I'm Nada Rampur. I know when you think about what you're grateful for Thanksgiving time, we're grateful for you.
Yes,
so thank you for joining us. Thanksgiving, of course, is tomorrow. Many people getting ready to travel for this holiday. And maybe you're about to leave for the airport or packing up the car, getting ready to go drive somewhere.
Weather has a big impact on all of us. Checking in with meteorologist Evan Ronnie. Not too bad here in San Diego for Thanksgiving.
A beautiful Thanksgiving. I mean, we're going to be cooling down compared to where the last several days have taken us. We can thank the Santa Ana winds for the 70s and 80s out there. But we are going to make our way still into the upper 60s and low 70s once tomorrow rolls around. Today, the final day of those weakening Santa Anas. So we are expecting upper 70s along the coastline, low 80s inland. Plenty of sunshine, or at least partly cloudy skies to start off the morning. And then coming up, we'll talk about that daily drop in temperatures that we'll see as we go into the upcoming weekend. But it's just going to take us back to about seasonal for this time of year. We also want to check in on what traffic is looking like as we start off the morning. 2 crashes already popping up that could keep your morning commute a little bit busy out there. First one is the 163 near Kearney Villa Road. We also have the right-hand shoulder there blocked on the 163 southbound at the 805. Apparently a rolled over vehicle there. Volume is still very light out there, so we're going to check in with CHP, see what's going on around the 163 and the 805. But good idea to probably reroute this morning if you can. Back to you.
Right now, airlines are preparing for the busiest travel day of the Thanksgiving week here, and severe weather is threatening to put a damper on some plans. The number of air travelers heading to visit family and friends expected to break records this year. So here's how things look like in Newark, New Jersey and Arlington, Virginia. And take a look at the bottom right of your screen. That was the 405 in Los Angeles last night. Very busy here. Yeah.
That's the twinkling lights of the holidays.
Yes, the twinkling lights that aren't as pretty as the ones on the tree, that's for sure. Hey, back here at home, airlines also preparing for a very busy day of travel.
Yeah, it is already pretty packed at the airport. Let's check in now with CBS 8's Regina Yorita live at San Diego International. That line, oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Regina, where are you?
Yeah, guys, well, we are at Terminal 2. This is the TSA line here, and these are all people these are all departing passengers. So you can see that that line is well before the entrance line. It was actually doing a sort of a loop around the airport here. So everybody here is pretty shocked to see the lines. We were talking to a couple passengers. Sophia and Joseph, you guys are going to Atlanta, right? So you saw this line. What did you think?
I've never seen it backed up this far, but it's moving.
Yeah, it's moving along. That's what I see. So what are you doing in Atlanta?
I have family there, so I go to UCSD, so I'm just going back home for Thanksgiving.
Nice, awesome. And so your plane, what time does it kind of depart from San Diego International Airport?
7:30.
7:30. So did you plan ahead? What were you doing just to kind of like make it?
I scheduled a Lyft ride. Usually I don't, but I figured it was going to be busy, so.
All right. Well, Sophia, have safe travels. Thank you so much. Yeah, so Sophia actually was smart. She actually scheduled her Uber, her rideshare service here to get on time 2 hours before her flight. That's perfect. That's kind of what we're looking at for anybody who's coming here to the San Diego International Airport, because this is what you're going to be met with, you know. There are busier times, but right now we are in the middle of a busy time, so that line is going to loop around, and if you don't plan ahead, you could be stuck there, and you could potentially miss your flight, and that's what we don't want. So we're just, you know, trying to advise people to plan ahead and definitely try to get here on time. So we'll keep you guys updated a little bit more on just what the travel experience has been so far for people who are traveling out of the San Diego International Airport. But stick with us. For now, I'm going to send things back to you guys.
That's
it is moving.
busy.
She's right.
It is moving.
Yeah.
You're right. The workers are there getting people through.
That's
but
right.
I've never seen it go beyond that glass
Right.
wall right there. It's extended way out there. We'll check in with Regina again here soon. Now, if you're about to hit the road, here are the latest gas prices. AAA updating the numbers overnight. So right now, your average price for a regular gallon of gas in San Diego, $5.07. As you see on your screen, last week at this time, we were paying $5.19. And a reminder to drivers starting tonight, the California Highway Patrol increasing patrols here and statewide. They're looking out for any impaired drivers. They want you off the road. Please keep it safe. This is their yearly effort to get anyone under the influence or reckless drivers off of the streets for the holiday. This extra patrol period starts at 6 tonight and it goes just until midnight, right before midnight Sunday. CHP officers will be scouting freeways, rural routes, and our city streets. This morning, we do want to go over some closures with you as well, so you're prepared. All city and county administrative offices, libraries, animal shelters, city swimming pools, and rec centers will all be closed for the holiday tomorrow. Staff gets the day off. Also, trash and recycling for City of San Diego residents will not be collected tomorrow, but city and county parks will remain open. So the parks are good to go. Then the City of San Diego parking meters or time restrictions will also not be enforced for tomorrow.
Well, in just a few hours here, the start of a pause in fighting between Israel and Hamas is expected to be announced. After weeks of negotiations, they have agreed to a temporary pause in fighting and a hostage release. CBS's Ian Lee has the latest now on this agreement.
Overnight, the Qatari government announced that Israel and Hamas agreed to a deal for a 4-day ceasefire, plus the release of 50 civilian women and children hostages held in Gaza in exchange for some Palestinian women and children currently detained in Israeli prisons. The beginning of the pause in fighting will be announced within the next few hours.
We've been working on this intensively for weeks.
In a statement, President Biden said the deal should bring home additional American hostages and that he will not stop until all of them are released. 63-year-old Gilad Korngold has 7 relatives that are believed to be among the roughly 240 hostages Hamas took on October 7th, including his son, daughter-in-law, and young grandchildren.
I want everybody back.
The deal will also allow larger truck convoys carrying much-needed humanitarian aid, including fuel, to flow to civilians in Gaza. Before his government agreed to the deal, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the pause does not mean an end to the war and that his country will continue to fight until absolute victory. Ian Lee, CBS News.
The Israeli government says the ceasefire would be extended an extra day for every additional 10 hostages released, and a U.S. official says 3 Americans are expected to be among the hostages that are let go. Well, a woman is in jail here this morning, accused of attempting to kidnap a child in Santee. Sheriff's deputies say it happened Monday at the Costco on Town Center Parkway. The parents of a 1-year-old called 911 after they say a woman tried to take their child from their shopping cart on their way back to their car. They say she tried several times before she ran off. The child was not hurt. An investigation led deputies to Chula Vista, where they arrested 31-year-old Isela Ortega last night. She was booked into Las Colinas and charged with attempted kidnapping.
Today, 2 men accused in a deadly house party shooting on Halloween weekend are expected to appear in court. That's in about 2 hours from now. Last month, 2 teenagers were shot and killed outside this house party near Mahogany Drive. That's just off East Washington Avenue, a little west of Granite Hills Drive. El Cajon police say license plate reading technology helped them track down and arrest 24-year-old Dan Naleb and 21-year-old Bruce Liu. Both are being held right now without bail on first-degree murder charges. The man accused of killing his mother in Borrego Springs also expected to appear in court this morning. This was on Saturday. Deputies performed a welfare check on the 63-year-old woman after one of her daughters called police asking for help. When deputies arrived, the daughter told them she saw blood inside the house, but that her mother was not home. After a search, a deputy found the mother dead, stabbed multiple times. Deputies detained everybody inside the home, and eventually they arrested 41-year-old Jacob Guevara on Sunday.
We know many of you are heading out the door, getting the bags packed, heading out to Thanksgiving here, so we want to make sure we get a check on our forecast here. Here's Evan.
Yeah, it is going to be another warm day today, kind of a final day with those Santa Anas still active, dying down though through the day. And then we'll be seeing a much cooler end of the week for Thursday, Friday. all the way through the upcoming weekend. But a beautiful start to the morning you saw there from Hotel Del. Still some active wind gusts, but calmer than they've been for the last 48 hours or so. 30 miles per hour for Julian. That is in comparison to the 50, 60 mile per hour gusts that came through just yesterday and on Monday. 24 for Alpine. They got to 65 miles per hour at their peak. So yes, we are still seeing active wind gusts. These are still offshore too, but they're at least calmer than where they were as of yesterday and as of Monday. No longer do we have that wind advisory in play. That's expired. Yesterday afternoon, we reached about 10 degrees warmer than average, 78, whereas average is 69 degrees. Now we're going to start to see those temperatures fall, but today should about match where we were yesterday. And then we'll start to see that fall in temperatures as we get back to the upper 60s or so that we saw for last weekend and last week, too. Current temperatures walking out the door, we've got a lot of 40s for your inland valleys. 45 right now in Escondido, 46 in Ramona, 47 in Poway, 43 in El Cajon. Good idea to have a jacket with you as you head out. And then by the time we get to the afternoon, you'll be able to peel those layers off. Gorgeous live look at Mission Bay and Mission Beach. We're enjoying a very nice sunrise out there. Winds are weakening with cooler temperatures ahead. As those offshore winds die down, we'll really start to see your temperatures drop as well. 78 degrees, final day, about 10 degrees above average. Mostly sunny skies, no chance of rain, but we do have a chance of some light showers moving into the forecast for late Thursday, so late Thanksgiving all the way through your Friday. Friday, of course, being the day after Black Friday. It's going to be a busy time frame, and you can expect gray skies to ensue to start off the morning, and then for the possibility of those showers to come back around. Today is the standout day since those Santa Anas are active, and then once we return to onshore flow and have that trough of low pressure sinking in, look at the remaining 9 days after today. We're back around average, upper 60s, low 70s out there. Let's check in on traffic at 6:11 right now. So far, your drive times out the door are not impacted much on the 163 northbound from the 5 to the 8. From the 8 westbound, College Avenue to the 805, you're also looking pretty good. Just slowing down a bit on the Coronado Bridge. Not a big surprise here for the 6 o'clock hour. You're down to 40 miles per hour. It should still only take you about 3 minutes to get across the bridge. Let's take a look at border wait time. San Ysidro Port of Entry is 75-minute wait across that port of entry. Otay Mesa Port is going to take you about an hour 40 in total. Back to you.
Ooh, a lot of people coming in from Mexico. Thank you so much, Evan. Still ahead here, today marks 60 years since the assassination of President John F. Kennedy, how that moment changed America.
Plus, the latest city in San Diego County to consider new regulations to shut down illegal massage parlors. And a mysterious illness spreading among dogs right now. Everything we know about strep zoo, next.